good there. All right. I can't. All right, we're live.
Does it say we're live?
Yeah. Timer at the bottom. We're good to go.
We're live right now.
Yes, sir. Facebook is check. And yep, YouTube is check as well. Okay. Should music be playing?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right. Music is playing. We're good. Oh, there it is.
There we go. It's back. Oh, man. If it plays by the time I get back.
What's that?
If it stops playing by the time I get back, just go with it.
I gotcha. I'm broken.
Did I miss anything? Dude, I actually like that angle better. Not only because I can't see the back of my head, but like. Oh no, I hit the replay button again.
It's so weird having people taking class across the way there.
I know. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah. I like Tuesdays. I think
Yeah.
Tuesday works better for me. Plus, I need like Thursday night football. I don't want to miss that. This.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm so glad I dropped that out of the course, man. Interesting topic, but I just don't want to. The one that had 6 books. 6 books and 4 people.
Is that history class?
Yeah. History, writing intensive.
That's how I remember one of my history classes. Like, I forget who I told, but one of my classes, I had to read 12 books.
Okay, you got me beat.
But like, there's some caveats to that or whatever.
But
But
still, though, you got to buy or look up PDFs and stuff, man. It's
Right.
so much work for just one section of the book, too.
oh, it's such a pain in the butt. And it's nuts.
12 books is ridiculous. 5 books is ridiculous.
What is this?
What?
That's not my playlist. That's what it is. Playlist. I hope somebody's listening.
Let's see. I wish I could check the. I'll hook up the mouse next time so we can like play around with the things. American shoes. My American shoes.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome.
Feels good to be back.
Welcome back to season 2 of Adulting, kind of, with Zach and Jeff. Hey, we are on our brand new time slot. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have moved to 8 o'clock on Tuesdays. There is some class scheduling. I don't know about you, Jeff, but I've already switched my schedule like 4 or 5 times.
Me too.
It's actually been nice. Like it ends up working pretty well. But and another big reason for the move is football season is upon us, and I don't want to miss any Thursday night games for this.
Indeed, especially after going to the locker room too and everything. We took a tour. It was nice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think the last time you and I were public personas, if you will, was when Jeff and I had the opportunity to go get an in-depth, an intimate tour of the Steelers' new facility, Ashire.
Yeah.
Not Heinz Field. Yeah, the former Heinz Field stadium.
Azure, I believe. It's something.
Acrisure. When I hear people
Something
say
like
it
that.
sounds so smooth. So I think there's a write-up on Thursday's paper in the opinion section about the new stadium name and how it. Why do I give it away? But yes.
Oh, please. Nobody likes it. I know where you're at, right?
Right. Jeff, now there was a funny story that occurred when we were going to the stadium. I know you're sensitive about it. Is it okay if I tell you?
Yeah.
I kind of put you on the spot.
Oh, no, that's funny. No, go for it.
And you told me, in full disclosure, Jeff did say, hey, this is going to take some time to heal from. And immediately after it happened, I was overjoyed. Like, yes, there's material here for the show. So,
Yeah, go for it.
so the university. So, Jeff, are you the president of the Veterans?
I don't know. We still need to hold elections.
Okay, so well, Jeff is either, and Sarah, if you're listening, I know you want to be president. So Jeff's either the president or the supreme leader, or he plays a vital role in the Veterans Department, the Veterans Student Center, as well as Sarah and Jenny. They and Kim, they all do a great job at that
Don't
as well.
forget Zach. He's a very crucial member as well.
Yeah, comic relief. So as the leader per se over the summer of the veterans, we were given the Student Veteran Center was given an opportunity. So what happens is a young man in the Navy.
He was in the Air Force.
He was in the Air Force, so he retired, and he had his colors retired. So what they do is they take a ceremonial flag. Is that what that is?
Ceremonial flag, and you can fly anywhere in the world for one entire day.
Absolutely. It comes from the White House. So at one point it was at the White House. They bring it down, and his unit to kind of surprise this gentleman, who was a Duquesne alumni. He was at the School of Mary and Popple, or however you say it.
Whatever the music department is.
Yeah, the music department, the music school, which does an
No
excellent
shame
job
to them.
at Duquesne. So this guy, he's retiring. His unit said, "Hey, we want to take this guy's flag," and this guy is such a big fan of Pittsburgh. The unit charged us with the responsibility of taking this flag all over Pittsburgh, getting cool pictures with it, getting it flown and jumped a bunch of different places. You took it to
in his high school. We took it to the stadium. We took it around town. We took it to the Manny Brothers.
Kennywood, and
A little bit everywhere.
yeah. So it was a really, really cool opportunity. Well, Jeff said, "Hey, we're taking it to Heinz Field, or the former Heinz Field." Asked me to jump on this opportunity to do it with him. I was absolutely not an issue. I have no problem doing that. So, and it was really cool. We got to, there's a tour that was waiting, and we got to cut them and go in a
that's
back
nice.
entrance, and we got to see one of the Ruby's former offices, and we got to go in the locker room. And so
Pictures got free reign, which shout out to John, does great work. Thank you for that opportunity. If you're listening.
It was really, really cool. And, and we were doing something cool for, a veteran, even though he was in the Air Force. It's not really the military, but just kind of kidding. So the gentleman that's showing us around the stadium, he's obviously asking questions about, the veteran and things like that. And my buddy Jeff.
Oh, I only knew half of the story. So I knew the rank. I knew he's in the Air Force. He's Master Sergeant. He's in the Air Force. He loves Pittsburgh. He's done a lot of different tours, a lot of different places. I think he was even actually, no, I'm not even assuming. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and to be fair, the faculty advisor didn't give us a whole lot of information.
All right, maybe I hope he didn't. I hope he skimmed over and I wasn't paying attention. Let's say that. Let's make it just everybody's not at fault on this one.
So, but Jeff was the primary talker. He was the connector, and he did say. So the guy's asking, and Jeff said. Yeah, this is for a deceased veteran, right? So we're going through this whole tour, and this guy is probably being a little bit nicer to us, giving us a little more, because he thinks we're bestowing an honor of a fallen veteran, of a fallen, active, a service member.
Giving him a one final send-off.
Yeah, so of course he's being even nicer to us because, we're doing great work for the KIA. However, upon further realization, we realized that that's not the case, that this gentleman is alive and well. He's alive. I mean, because if you think about it, how are you going to die in the Air Force, right?
Yeah, that was true. Yeah, that was the first red flag.
Falling asleep and hitting your head on, your comfortable beds.
Dude, not getting snack time. That's what it is.
Right. So it is okay. That happens. I just didn't mean to do it. However, the comedy of this story, where I got the most enjoyment, is that, so this flag is flown at the former Heinz Field for, a day or two, and then Jeff has to get it back from him. So the gentleman that showed us, what was his name, John?
John, I forget the last name, but John.
So John,
short name John.
he was going to get Mike Tomlin to write a note or something.
So he did. So he actually got it, which I'm like, good on him.
So he wanted to know about the deceased. So I got to listen to the phone conversation where Jeff has to tell John that he lied to him and that this gentleman is not actually dead. So that made my day.
You have no idea.
Made my week. He was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for him.
Oh, my soul left my body when I had to tell that. And then I just hear UF in the background. It just did not help. I'm like, I have to tell him.
So, you participated in stolen valor for somebody else.
I did, right.
So,
sometimes you got to get it where you can. And the best part is that if I didn't correct that, he would have got Mike Tomlin to sign that certificate for the family, and I would have had to throw it away. I would have thrown it away without a second thought, and then I'd have prayed that this went away and he did not ask for an update or how did he like it. But no, just would have gone away.
Thanks.
I would have threw away his signature.
That's awesome. I love that story.
I was fully prepared.
I love that story. If I did not do a good enough job relaying it over the airwaves, just listening to that conversation between him, like with listening to a grown man with a tail between his legs, just lightened my soul. So that's excellent.
Yeah, I was ready to be the deceased veteran.
Jeff, we are back in school.
We are.
This is it. This is day 2. Do you know how I know I was here Monday. Do you know how I know, like, I could be blind, deaf, without a lot of my capacities, except one, and I could know it's the first day of school?
How's that?
The massive amount of perfume and cologne that students they feel the need to wear on this. Oh my gosh, you get into an elevator here, it feels like you're in like a shopping mall in the
shopping mall. They come up to you and give you the tester. What do you think of this one? What do you think of this one?
It's nuts. So to my fellow students out there, if you're listening, like, maybe just one spray, right? Maybe we do a mist, right? Maybe we dab our
boom boom, boom right? boom 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 boom.
And I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't know this, right? But I think in this particular case, with no evidence to back this up, I do feel like it's the ladies that may be more of the spreading the smell of, and it doesn't smell bad. It's just a lot.
Good, yeah.
There's a lot of it, right? We're not 70-year-old women. We can just, let's just dab it up. So if you're listening, my one piece of advice, and believe me, by the halfway through this, September,
please, everyone's gonna stop caring. Everyone's gonna stop showering at that point.
Right, absolutely.
It's gonna go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, so it is. It's good. Hey, I'm really excited about this. So we for those that are joining us for the first time, we have a ton of posters. We're gonna spread this thing out. Jeff and I are doing a show. We're still trying to figure it out. Duquesne experience with humor, but in spotlighting the young people that go here and some of the incredible things that they do, because there are some incredible young people here, and I am excited for the things coming down the pipeline. First of all, we do have some potential interviews.
Nice.
I got a new editor-in-chief, so I'm going to try to, talk to him, see if he'll do it. Various people from the newspaper. We're going to get the veteran Chris. We're going to get him. We're going to make him do it. He'll probably talk nonstop for 3 hours. The health center, I think.
Amber.
Yeah.
Amber or somebody she recommends, which get to that gym if you can.
And then we're going to, experiment with a third chair. I think Jenny would be a really good, she's a nice woman voice to this, a little more conservative than us, a little more, a different side perspective, which I think is very important.
I think there's some very good, the new ones that we got down at the center, there's some very great ones. So definitely you've got a pool to pick from.
But this is not going to be a veteran show. I know I mentioned that, but this is not to talk about, the veterans, even though I do respect them, and that is a big part of mine and Jeff's life. Especially at Duquesne, especially with the groups that were involved.
I do think there's one story that you do need to get out there. Definitely the gentleman from West Virginia, his entire story.
Oh, yeah, no, and you'd be great in here. Like, you can just listen. That'd be kind of cool to get some feet.
Hey, sometimes sometimes you got to look out for your best interest.
Right,
even
absolutely.
though you assume everyone's looking out for you and everyone's trying to do the right thing, but sometimes they're not. And sometimes you got to voice that.
Absolutely.
Voice what's going on.
Absolutely. And and we're gonna do this on YouTube. We're gonna do it. I got off Facebook for a while, right? I couldn't take any more of the Russian prisoner thing. That whole thing. It was just me. I didn't want to say anything stupid, so I deleted it for a while. I'm back on it, obviously, so we'll keep doing it through that and YouTube. And I'm getting off. I mean, we're going to get off of that and probably go to either a medium that's more accepted by our younger peers, or not peers, the younger generation, or we'll
Snapchat.
or I don't think we can live stream on Snapchat. And I deleted my Snapchat because I'm too old for that. That's weird. When I tell people that, they look at me like, okay, that's weird. So yeah, we got that coming down the line. So when we come back, we're gonna dig into this next part of the semester, what to look for, some words of encouragement, some words of helping stuff, and yeah, it should be a good time. So hopefully. Oh, and for the first-time listeners, just so you guys know, I'm excellent at transitions. I am really, really good at them. Transitions are my
bread and butter.
They are my bread and butter. I do them very well. I'm actually trying to do one right now, and I can't figure it out. So, oh, wait. That was supposed to be a lot funnier. I was going to say I'm really good at transitions and then do a really bad one, but I screwed that up. So we'll be back in 3 minutes.
You just had to get the story out, huh?
I had to.
Just couldn't help that one.
It's such a good one. I love it.
I hate it. Like I said, I threw away that signature. I threw away the signature, the picture, everything. I just said we went somewhere else. Which I need to actually. Can you send him a thank you, actually? Because I'm still a little embarrassed. Because that will be the source of our Steelers tickets, actually, too.
Yeah, I will be more than happy to. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I think,
I'm actually, I'm going to say because I'd still do it because I do want that. I do want the tickets.
Actually, Chris should probably be the one that does it.
Actually, yeah. Actually, yeah.
But I can write it for him.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I think he would appreciate hearing from us. So I planned on just shooting like a little email / something. Which also I do something for the SVA. We got to come up with like a thank you thing. So some type of thank you. So I want to give it out to the lady that showed us around Kennywood and would like to give it to him too.
Yeah. Because I'm sure he's got the letterhead.
Yeah. Or we can make our own too. Which, would you be able to come up with something like that? Some type of thank you for...
Of course, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Nah, no rush, but yeah.
No, I can get that.
I'll see if we can get it signed by like the president or something too. President Duquesne, and then maybe Chris's signature on there. Or actually, I don't know. Well, I'll ask around. I don't know which one's got more weight. But...
Between who?
Would Chris be a better signature, or would the President Duquesne be like a good signature? I mean, I don't really care, but...
I feel like the president would be better, but I think like it's
But,
better
like-
for us to keep it in the house.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Oh, let's
too.
not make this up there.
Oh,
Plus, Duquesne doesn't count. We didn't even cover the pick. I'm kidding.
and touche. Dude, oh my god, I woke up early. I'm like waiting. I'm like, all right, no Air Force guy. Okay.
Were you the only one there?
I'll do that.
Oh, the cops were there, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I had to just flag one down. It was a
Weren't they doing
mess.
their own color guard? Like, wasn't the cops in?
I thought that's what I was understanding. They were gonna have like a little thing for us, a couple people to come out. Maybe I was like even two.
I use them as like when I sent the thing, like use them as a source or whatever. Like, but they weren't even.
No.
Oh, look, cops not doing their job. Oh, surprise.
I will say the one I did get, he was able to like help me out pretty well, but I was expecting a lot more.
And we are back.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those transitions. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
So full.
Jeff, we're back. We're back in full force.
It feels good.
This is full force. There, and I mean, I don't know of any, but there's no COVID restrictions, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, the move-in
I think teachers can dictate their own COVID one because I do have a class where he's had a few deaths and he's kind of sensitive, and his wife I think is immunocompromised.
Sure.
So he's asking us to wear masks. It's not an issue whatsoever.
Absolutely. But for the
But
most
for
part,
us, yes,
this is,
you can do whatever
I
you
guess we
want.
could say
Cough
the-
wherever you want.
yeah, normalcy is kind of returned on campus. So you know what that means? Long lines at the Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we've got the Everybody Dress Up Day, which was today. How long do you think that's going to last?
Not very long.
Like a week and a half.
I give it a month until the crunch starts, until the students start feeling the crunch.
Yeah.
It starts getting busy.
Or another one of my favorite beginning of semester traditions that I've noticed thus far is people driving around their cars with really loud bad music playing.
Oh, dude, they're cool though.
Yeah. And you know what though? I probably do that too by act. Well, maybe I'm not. Yeah, but I like when I come to university, I turn it down.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know.
You gotta turn it up, man.
No. You know what else is big on the first day?
Whew, that gym.
It is. Oh yeah, the gym. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But I do that too. Like I work out really hard for 2 weeks and then give up.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part of the beginning of any semester. It's a time old tradition that it is the Who Am I game that you play in every class. It's the same thing
My
every
favorite.
class. Name, your major, what year you are, and where you're from. There may be some slight variations.
I finally got one that she asked, "What's your favorite music? What's your favorite artist, or what's your favorite concert you've been to?" I was like,
Right.
"Huh, that's interesting."
It is the same thing every year. If there is any professor that is
Nobody likes it.
listening to us tonight, please stop doing that. Here's what happens. Here's the issue with that game is, one, everybody is so, in some sense or form, nervous, right? So you're not listening to what the other students are saying. You're worried. You're replaying it in your head, like, okay, what am I going to say? I don't think I've ever retained one iota of information from that. I can't tell you anybody in my class's name, place. Maybe sometime if a guy says he's from Ohio, like I'll remember that.
Our class had a lot of Philly people in it. That's all I remember. But I couldn't tell you who was from Philly.
Yeah, and people are from all over the country,
Yeah.
sometimes in the world. Okay, cool. And just like we talked about earlier this summer, for those that are maybe attending university, or maybe just a quick reminder is you're going to either ace that first quiz or you're going to fail it. Right? It's going to be either way too easy. And if you fail it, don't worry. You're supposed to fail that one. You're not supposed to do well in that one. You'll understand how what the professor's asking for, and you'll do better. It's not going to tank your GPA. It's not going to tank your grade. Your
Even
grade
if
for the
it
class.
does, you're fine.
Yeah, they're not set up for that. They know that. The syllabus is set up for that. The points system is set up for that. For my fine arts people, my fellow fine arts people, nail that first paper. Nail it, because if you nail that first one, the rest of the grading becomes super, super easy. These professors, even if they have TAs, they are human beings. Their eyes get tired. Their minds get tired, right? So if you hit them really hard, really well on that first paper, at the end of the semester, December, 18th, when the semester finally ends, their eyes are going to glaze over. You're going to just hop onto that A. So make sure everybody just remember that tricks of the trade. And same thing, volunteer for the first project, right? First project, who has to go first? Volunteer first, right? Because you are going to be the guy.
Yep, you were the baseline.
Yep, and they don't know how to grade yet. They don't know what anybody's doing. Your grade is going to be high. I bet you if they did a study of that, like an independent study, they would say that the person that goes first, grades are always higher.
Person that goes first, person that sits in the front, and the person that participates.
We got to do that human error again. And just like Jeff just said, hey, volunteer. Or if you're a shy person and you don't want to talk, I totally get that. I'm not that way. I love to talk. But if you are that person, do it like right away, right? So that way the professor knows, and then do it at the end of the semester. You can skip that whole middle, right? So the first week, hey, this is a thing. And your answers can't be wrong in the first week anyway. And towards the end of the semester, that way you're kind of sandwiched in there. Again, we're gonna mind hack that, get that in there so you get that. Because in some of these classes, 25% for participation.
Our attendance, yeah.
What?
Eat that up, right?
That's nuts.
Not to mention, then you start getting that benefit of the doubt too. So definitely definitely volunteer, definitely show up, definitely get them to know who you are.
And another thing that we didn't really talk about this summer, but I wanted to hit on is, you know, listen, it's okay to be in your shell. Like I get that, especially if I younger or whatever. But this is the time. If any other time in your life is to push the boundaries of, you know, this, of whatever that thing is, right? And I know that sounds very
Very broad.
Very
You know what?
broad.
If you feel it, show up in that furry outfit if you want to. Show up, smoke that cigar, do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, exactly. This is when you're going to find out who your personality are. Because right now, if you're a traditional student, right? You're 18,
Coming out of high
22.
school.
You're a hormone. You're a walking hormone where everything is your senses are probably being overloaded, whether you realize it or not. This is that time in your life when your brain starts to form. We start becoming, that personality. This is the time, if any other time, is to push those boundaries. Be who you want.
Mhm.
Escape that shell. Escape the constrictions that you maybe grew up with, whether they were good or bad, right? Whether you push those. And I hope this doesn't sound like I'm saying like be a bad kid or like do drugs and like all that stuff, because that's not my point. My point is in terms of personality, in terms
be
of
the person you were meant to be.
right, or figure it out, trial by error, right? Maybe you're not somebody that likes dancing, or I don't know why I said dancing, but maybe you're not somebody that's an extrovert. Maybe you're not a social person. Yeah, try it, right? Maybe you're not a poetic person. This is that time to be it, right? You have no restrictions. Nobody cares. This is a 100% formulation of who you are and who you're going to
Definitely.
be. And something I like to tell, I read this book. I forget the name of it. Trust your gut, right?
Yes.
Your gut, and there's a science behind it, right? You have years. I mean, not years. Excuse me. You have centuries of DNA of generations after you that have done. The only point of your existence is their survival, right? So your gut is your DNA, is your instinct that has kept thousands of years of your lineage alive, right? So when you trust your gut, that is literally everybody in your bloodline, everybody that gets you to decide that's telling you what to do. That's sensing danger. So I cannot tell you, always, if you don't know, always trust your gut. You
100%.
cannot go wrong. So as we are about to head into our next act break. Wait, why does it say maybe go? I have notes that I wrote these notes on a plane at like 3 a.m. Or I don't know what time it was flying over.
You were shifting time.
The continental USA. So some of these are a little bit hard to read. But so like I was saying before, here's my joke. I'm really good at transitions, and here's another one for it. See, there we go. That's a joke.
What else you got on there?
Oh yeah, here we go. This is gonna be the crux of it. At 8:30, this is perfect.
We'll see. Did you see that? Did you watch was it Woodstock yet?
Woodstock.
Yeah. Documentary on it.
No.
It's the worst festival ever. Worse than Fire Festival.
Like the one, the 99?
Yep.
Yeah. I remember hearing about it.
But just them doing a deep dive / case study, it was terrible.
Just a money grab, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, but it goes deeper than that. How bad it was.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, it's just money grab. They wouldn't let people go in there with water, but you can go in with alcohol and drugs. And it was on a military base. It's on a military base, and it was like on an airstrip. So it's just concrete and like tarmac. And heat and tarmac don't mix. So people were dehydrated, people were thirsty, people didn't have money. It was just the worst of the worst. That at one point the porta potties broke. So there was nowhere to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's just the grossest of the gross things.
And like water was a thing too.
Yep. And they actually tested the water and it was just contaminated. I mean, probably without a doubt. But
Charging
it was
like
just,
$9 a bottle or something
Yeah.
like that. That's crazy.
well, they actually like it kept going up. They did like as the first day, and then as like water got more scarce, it kept going up and up. So from like $4 to like $8 to $16 to like $20 for the simplest stuff. And of course, people got angry and burned stuff. But if you're into that type of stuff, watch it. It's just a train wreck of what the heck happened. What are these classes?
I know, I forget that people have these classes late at night. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I think I'm gonna come back. I actually went to their concert. I actually went to their concert a couple weeks ago. Dude, it was so bad. It was so cool. It was one of the best live music experiences I've had in my life.
I bet. Did you get to mosh or anything?
What's that?
Did you mosh or anything?
No, we were like in the
Oh, nosebleeds.
yeah, I meant essentially, but it was so cool. Plus, I wouldn't. Are you kidding me? Am I gonna? No, I wouldn't do that even if it was available. No, I wouldn't. Absolutely.
Oh, please. You'd be knocking people out.
Yeah. So this next act is a little more serious. We'll tone it down. Not tone it down, but we're gonna kind of switch gears, but staying in the same theme with with the new school year here. So this is the first semester without restrictions per se, right? I mean, it's pretty clear. So it's been, within my very limited experience. So what happens is when you're constricted, when you're restrained for a long period of time, and then you're afforded a level of freedom that you weren't used to, people tend to go nuts, right? People go crazy. It happened on every one of my deployments. I got home. I was a crazy person. Many people can attest to that. I remember leaving. I'd come home for leave for a week, and all my friends texted me like, "My liver hurts." Like it's just that craziness. I think and I don't know this obviously, but what could happen, what may happen, what will likely happen is now that school's back. There's less restrictions. The city, we're in a campus that's literally in the middle of Pittsburgh. The floodgates are open. So I do want to talk about, I feel like a lot of young people are going to go nuts, right? They're going to be drinking, things like that. And I don't think this gets talked about nearly enough. It gets mentioned from time to time, but sexual assault's never okay, right? And that is an actual threat, and of course it happens to both men and women. But
Absolutely.
let's be honest here. According to the information, limited information that is out there, it mostly happens to women. It happens to women, in this age demographic. In these types of settings, that is an actual threat, and it's a tough. So the first one, the first thing that to how do you curb this is tell people don't do it, right?
Yeah.
Sexual assault is sexual assault, right? Rape is rape. If somebody says no, if somebody's drunk, if somebody is, if you
hesitant, you need clear consent, clear as day. There should be no ambiguity with it.
Loving relationships or intimate relationships shouldn't require coercing. Like it shouldn't. I shouldn't. That's not something that should happen. And I do feel it happens. And then the scary thing is too, is it not only does it happen, it goes unreported. Right? When something like this does occur, all of the burden and everything lands on the victim instead of the assaulter. And that's just how people are afraid to report it. The number of cases that are reported, that's a very hard number to track. They're saying anywhere from, depending on which publication you read, anywhere from 64 to about 85% of sexual assault doesn't even go reported.
Yeah.
Right. So it's, and again, how do you track something that's not reported? So those numbers are obviously for that, but those are out there, and those are, institutions that are coming out there. So the first thing, obviously, like I said, let's teach each other not to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we can, I understand, like I said earlier in the program, we are just walking hormones, not just guys, I mean, people of in this age bracket, that 18 to 24, your brain's not developed, right? You're walking hormone, but we do need to, you must protect some kind of self-control, right? Let's be the responsible people that you came for it. And one night of making bad decisions, which believe me, if you want a laundry list of bad decisions, just come talk to me. But one night can sincerely impact not only your life but other people down the road. And I'm saying this from a place of not judgment but of concern. And I truly mean that. If it does happen, let's not do that. Now, if we are going to go out, right, and we cannot control the other people's actions, it's always a good idea to go out in a group.
Absolutely.
Always go out in a group, have a plan. And I'm not saying write it down, you don't have to nerd it out and fine, we're going to the moonlit or whatever these places are called. But it's okay. Hey, maybe, we're going to make sure that we came together. We're going to leave together. We're talking, never leave a man behind, never leave a woman behind, never leave a person behind in your group.
Absolutely.
And you do have to watch these drinks.
Yes.
You have to watch these drinks. These guys there's technology is advanced. Medications have advanced. You leave a drink unattended. I did not realize how much of a concern that is. I thought that was just a movie thing. I knew it happened, but no, that is a legitimate concern. So.
I mean, it literally takes a second. It can go in your drink. Most people don't actually inspect their drink. Hey, it's a drink. It's alcohol. It's what it looks like.
Right.
But then, hey, now I'm just feeling now that person looks like they're just intoxicated.
Right.
And I mean, you can't tell the difference between someone's intoxicated versus someone that's been drugged.
Sure, of course.
Then, I mean, they're just the most vulnerable person. So that's what counteracts that too. We're with a group. Hey, let's get our buddy home. Let's get everyone home. They're not feeling well.
Right. Absolutely. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not just talking about when coming with a plan. Be accountable for your people. All that stuff. That's not just for sexual assault. That's for other things.
Yeah.
You're in a city, right? We're in a recession, and every time a recession comes up, crime, especially when it comes to monetary things, that is going to increase that as well. So
I remember when the gas went up too, everyone was locking their gas tanks, making sure no one can siphon or anything.
Right. And if you paid attention to the local news and stuff like that, I don't know if it's being covered more, but there has been a tinge in various petty crimes and things like that, and that's what happens. When people get desperate with economic disparities, people, and you're a target, right? A young person, you go to an area where that demographic of young people aren't there. You're going to stick out, right? You're going to stick out. So just be careful, be mindful, be aware.
Yeah.
It is about having fun. I do want you to push your limits. I want you to, and it's okay. Do something stupid, do all that stuff. Just be aware of not only of your own actions, but the actions of around you, right? You can still have fun. You can still be crazy. You can still, be mostly carefree. Maybe not be 100% carefree.
Yeah.
Maybe 90% carefree. Maybe keep 10%.
Yeah.
10%, 15%, 20%.
3 people with you, boom. That's a couple other people looking for you too as well.
Yeah, right. We get 10 people in a group. We're all 10%, care.
Oh, that's 100% right there.
We're all caring. Not caring. So that's the next thing. Okay. Sorry, I just want to emphasize that because I feel that's a topic that gets so glossed over, and it's something.
First time away from home, everyone wants to have a great time, but unfortunately, you never know what's going on.
Right.
People might not have the best intentions, but don't let them be. You don't want to be the target for it.
Absolutely.
Don't give them the opportunity to ruin anything from you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so that's my little spiel. That's my little thing about people being not having their lives destroyed or doing destroying
Or
of lives.
destroying, yeah.
We're here. First of all, college is we can say it's about education. But it's about the experience, right? Maybe not for Jeff and I, we're a little bit older, but for younger students, it is very much
First time away from home.
Yeah,
this is me finding myself.
Let's not throw it down the drain.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I should do another commercial break, but I don't know if that's. Yeah, let's do that. Let's change up the mood.
Yeah.
Let's change up the mood. Hey Jeff,
What you got?
this is one of my favorite songs. Do you know why I'm playing it?
Oh man, that's good.
Uh-oh.
Thanks,
to
man.
the listeners on Facebook and YouTube, I just played Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to when I know you told me
Yeah, the 21st.
happy birthday.
I appreciate it.
Oh my
man.
god. This is how great of a person Jeff is. Jeff watched my cat for me while I was gone. Feather. So you did that on your birthday, you went and watched my cat.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's why Jeff's the greatest in the world. Happy birthday. How old
I appreciate it.
are you the
man.
big 3-0?
Yes, sir.
Are you how old do you have to be to like me? I'm lying about my age. When do you start lying about your age? Are you ever going to lie about your age?
I think I'm going to start now, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, 30. I mean, 30. You don't sound old. Like,
Thank you.
Yeah, but if you want to stick at 29, I meant is that
I'm going to go
27?
down to like 25.
You could literally pass for 25 to 35.
I just need to do a haircut. Bring it down. Yeah, I can do it. So I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I appreciate it, man.
The big 30. Do you feel different? Do you feel wiser? Do you feel?
I feel like I have to groan every time I stand up now.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Get
that's
off
been
the
my
lawn.
favorite. That's been my favorite. The groaning now. I love groaning. I never realized how much I loved it.
Now you get to wear New Balances and you get to tuck your shirt in without a belt into your jeans.
And I want that fanny pack too. I've been waiting for it.
Do not. I'm walking in here with the fanny. Do not talk about the fanny pack. That is something I will be doing. But yeah, happy birthday, Jeff.
I appreciate
from
it.
everybody
man.
here.
Thank you all.
I can't tell you enough how much of a great person Jeff is. Right? I can, he's on the radio. You can get a feel for his personality. But I guarantee you, like, you hear about that. They give you the shirt off their back. Jeff would give you the shirt off their back, and then he would go down the street, like, get 7 more shirts, pants, and socks, and have them for you. So he's just a great person. And we here at Adulting Kind Of with Zach and Jeff just want to wish a very happy 30th birthday. What did you do anything cool for your birthday, or is
Just
it?
took it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sad because you're like
a little bit, but you know what? Gonna try to do something. So I'm actually trying to plan a trip just for Thanksgiving. So I'm like, you know what? Thanksgiving break, I'm planning on just having me trip, which more than happy to join if you'd like.
Oh, Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah, that may be
Planning somewhere, not sure where though, especially depending on how cold it gets here too.
Thanksgiving's a horrible holiday. We shouldn't celebrate it. It's we're literally celebrating the genocide of a people, and the whole story it's based on is 100% a fabrication. None of that actually occurred. We did not sit down with the natives. There wasn't this feast. First of all, most of the landed people already knew how to do a lot of that stuff. It's just a fabrication that we use under the guise of.
But I will take that day off still, regardless, and I will take that extra time, overtime, whatever pay, double time, whatever you get. Make sure you take it.
Yeah, for sure. If you're gonna. So yes, happy.
Didn't see that coming.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
You have no idea how much I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. So we'll come back. We'll take a short break here, real quick, and then we'll come back. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Hey, this song's for you too. This song's for you, and I mean this in a very nice way. Young, dumb, and broke. Not the dumb part.
Just the broke part.
The young part.
I was hoping you were going to play Who Let the Dogs Out.
What's that, sir?
I was hoping you were going to play Who Let the Dogs Out.
Right.
That or All Star from Shrek.
Why All Star?
I just love it. That and Toxic by Christina Aguilera. Like just some of those weird ones. Oh man. Oh shoot. Oh. So many.
I love this guy.
Me
I think he's so
too.
smooth.
I'm just a huge fan.
I'm kind of speeding up a little bit of the songs or whatever. I know this is a radio show and stuff like that, but we do our own time constraints now. This summer, nobody was here, but somebody I think has the studio is available to
Right.
somebody, so I don't want
To take up the time.
and plus we make like a mess of the studio a little bit when we get set up. So how do I want to do this first? Jeff, do you mind if I go on a little soapbox here?
Oh yeah, please.
Are you okay?
Of
Are you okay
course.
with this?
You
'Cause I
gave me
do-
my birthday. I'm happy. You do whatever you want, man.
And again, everything was I meant the sincerity. And good people are born in this time of year. My buddy Chad, who's almost the exact opposite of you, he is. Yeah. So it's you're in good company. Look at all. This is another cool thing too, which you can't see on the camera, but we're in the hallway of College Hall, and so we get to see all the students walk by and stuff like that. They get to look at us and think,
We're so
"Wow,
cool.
these guys are so cool." Maybe that's why I'm a little more animated today, so people will see this and think, "Hey, we should listen."
Oh,
So
these cool guys.
look at those. Why are those two old people in here?
Oh, whoa.
I'm sorry,
Those
you're
cool
right, you're right.
guys.
Yeah, why are those cool guys?
Yeah.
But if I know we were serious about but I do, and again, this is for 10 people, and I know one of them probably isn't listening right now. Maybe a couple probably aren't listening, but I do want to use this time, this microphone, this space to talk about something to these 9 other people. I won't give their names. I won't say their
100.
names. But I will let them know to my fantasy football team that is in my league. My league. I am not only the commissioner, but I am the champion. I have destroyed each and every one of them where they should be embarrassed, where they should wake up every day, and sometimes it feels better, and now that it's getting closer to the season, their gut should that feeling and that tightness of being a loser should feel them in that stomach. And I want them to know, and they cheated, right? So my league is filled with friends and family, and fake family, as my uncle so says. He's not in my league. He yells too much. But his wife Andrew is in my league. She's horrible at it. My sister is horrible at it. My cousin, who's in the Air Force, who, he's bad at it, and they cheat, right? So they drop players, and they all conspire against me. But at the end of the day, cream rises to the top, and I am at the top. And I will just want everyone to know, if you're listening tonight, that I am coming at you so hard. I have been nice so far in my texts and things like that, but that all ends on draft day, where I will be incredibly horrible to you. I have amazing sleeper picks. I have done nothing but study. You are all going to peril at my presence. So I have a rule in my league, since I am the commissioner. Like, you can only address me as, commissioner, my sire, things like that. But now the only title I will accept is my champion, my God, my Omega, because that is what I am to these people. They are nothing. You can't even win fantasy football. You are all flyover state losers who I want you guys to realize that there is an intelligence level to this, and it is very apparent none of you are on my level, and you all deserve every amount of criticism that I'm about to throw at you. It is really cool though. Like, so I shouldn't say this on here, but I want to. We have a group text, right? And it's mostly friends and family, and they're from all different backgrounds in terms of spectrums of where they are politically, and then they argue in there. So like, it is fun for me to watch two different people like throw shots at one another from different. I love it. It's that's my reality television right there. So it is great. And again, I'm sorry for all my very loyal listeners to have to listen to me rant. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. I am the champion. I did win. I destroyed you. My really good friend, or I'm sorry, Bill, you're not a friend, you're an acquaintance. My acquaintance, he came up and watched the last Pitts. We were playing each other in the championship. I had Najee Harris. Najee Harris broke that big run at the end of the night, secured my championship. I won the money. I won the bragging rights. I am, again, the greatest fantasy football player, and I hope all of you wither and decay emotionally, not physically, as the football season approaches. So, well, guys, hey, again, we got. We're gonna end it early. We're gonna end it early tonight. You know what? It's been fun. We got to clean up this office anyway for the next people. So, again, hey guys, we're here on Tuesday nights now. So, again, I appreciate your patience with us. Yeah, when we come back next week, I think we're gonna have a special guest. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook. We don't have a page.
All the good socials, all the cool kid socials.
Absolutely. Hey, check out my articles. I got a couple articles coming out in the paper on Thursday, so pick up a copy if you're around the stands. They're free, or you can check them out online to the people that aren't at the university. So, Jeff, you got anything you wanna anything coming up?
Good to be back.
All right. Oh, how do you like your PS5? Oh, yeah. I keep rubbing that in. Oh my gosh, I'm such a here I am praising you, and I'm such a bad friend. So
I mean, I've just been like downloading everything. So like it kind of like it's just like a big mark and a whole bunch of dead pixels at the bottom of the screen. But hey, everything's downloaded from what I think I got. So now I just need to get the good display, and I'm going for it.
Jeff has been looking for a PS5 for a very long time. He finally ordered one, right? So he gets it. FedEx or UPS says they have it delivered. He goes through this whole thing to get it. Like this whole thing. It finally gets to it. And then what happens? His TV breaks. So he has this PS5 that he's been waiting for so long, and now his TV is broken.
That's an easy fix. So I'm still happy that I got it. So now I just need to get the TV, which someone's graciously been helping me out with. And then I just have to save everybody in Elden Ring. And then boom, I'm a happy camper.
So absolutely. So happy birthday, Jeff. Again, thank you guys so much for listening. And this program is just going to get better and better. We're going to find our groove here back, or find our groove back again. And yeah, excellent. You guys have a great, safe night. Enjoy it. And I'm trying to think of other words I can say until I can find my playlist so we can get out of here. All right. Transition.
Ugh.
That was good.
We're all good.
But if we get somebody here, that's going to be
yeah.
we just won't. Yeah, we can always put it here. We can put it